What's good, folks? This your boy Z the Real here, and I'm back with a video. I'm gonna make this video fast. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I just want to say that these two teams have basically the most especially on the Vikings case. These two teams have shocked everybody, right? These two teams pull off the big upset because I thought for one that the Patriots could at least beat the Titans, right? Nobody saw that coming. Nobody think that Mike Vrabel was going to pull off and defeat his coach Belichick and basically outcoach him in the playoff series. I didn't think that was going to happen, but shouts out to the Vikings and the Titans. If you're fans of these two teams, you got to be proud right now. You got to be very happy that your teams was able to knock off two of the biggest, strongest franchises in the season, right? Now, in Tennessee's case, we all know New England is the defending champions, right? In the last decade, they've been to like 3 Super Bowls in a row, right? They beat Atlanta, they lost to Philly, and then they beat the Rams, right? That's 3 in a row. Not to forget to mention, 2 years prior to that, they beat the Seattle Seahawks, right? So altogether in a 10-year period, the Patriots have been to they've been all together. They've been to like 4 Super Bowls, right? So they've been the team to beat in the AFC. But for the Titans to pull it off, man, for Mike Vrabel to join Jim Harbaugh, Tony Dungy, right? And Mike Tomlin in that case, in that club of beating Bill Belichick since his run with New England, that's amazing. But let's just note too that Mike Vrabel was an ex-Patriots himself, right? Now, I remind you, this is Tom Brady's ex-teammate. Mike Vrabel, for those who have been watching football since the early 2000s, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of these young folks ain't gonna remember Vrabel as a player, but when Mike Vrabel was on the New England Patriots, I was like 11, 12 years old, right? When this is during the Patriots' first run with Tom Brady, right? When he benched Drew Bledsoe and he took over as a starting quarterback, and they beat the St. Louis Rams to win their first Super Bowl, and that began the era. Vrabel was an inside linebacker, right? I think him, Ronnie Harrison, Willie McGinnis, Ty Law. You also had Teddy Bruschi and Vince Wilfork down there. Those were that was the core back then. Those Patriots defeated the Rams. They defeated the Carolina Panthers in Panthers' first Super Bowl, and they also defeated the Philadelphia Eagles. And that was the Eagles that had Donovan McNabb when he was literally at his best. He was like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC, right? He was even up there better than Michael Vick, even though Michael Vick was still competitive, was still one of the most athletic. They still was able to beat them Eagles. Them Eagles went to 3 NFC championships, right? And the Patriots knocked them off. Okay, but that was back in those days, right? And he was also on that team when they lost to the New York Giants, when they literally went 17-0. They was about to top the Miami Dolphins and go 18-0 if they would have beaten the New York Giants, and the Giants just beat them, right? And when that happened, I think Vrabel was on his way out. Then he left and went to the Kansas City Chiefs, and then he retired. And that was before Andy Reid was on the Chiefs. Then he was still in Philadelphia. That was before the Andy Reid days when he went to the Chiefs. I think they was on a different head coach. But anyways, yeah, that's how far back Brady has played, man. Brady has been playing for literally 20-something years. This man been winning for 2 decades, and Vrabel is one of those ex-players, right? That turned coach. Right, so people need to understand that, man. Like, New England, this is only for those who, and I understand that you have a lot of these conspiracy channels. They bring up that gematria crap that I hate. For all you conspiracy theories, no, it wasn't scripted that the Titans beat the Patriots. It's just Mike Vrabel played Bill Belichick his own game, right? Clock management. Vrabel held the Patriots down to under 20 points. That's a lot, coming from Tom Brady to lose to a team that's much. If your team is able to hold Tom Brady down to under 20 points, you got a great football team. And it's sad that the Titans were able to do what the Rams in the Super Bowl couldn't do last year, right? The Rams just couldn't score. The Titans found a way to score. And then they picked off Brady to basically put a period on it. That was textbook right there, right? See, people were sleeping on the Titans, but Titans is a surprise team, man, because they do got DBs. Shouts out to my friend, my homie Jarrell Casey from Long Beach Potty, right? That guy is literally amazing. I told you about him a couple of seasons ago, man. Jarrell Casey is one of the best defensive linemen you have. And this team didn't even need Jason McCourty because remember, they also got Malcolm Butler, right? The guy that New England did dirty in that Super Bowl, right? When playing, right? You forget he's also there, if I'm not mistaken. He's on this Titan team, right? And that guy basically Malcolm Butler basically got his revenge if he's not on there already. I know last time I checked, this was the last team he was on. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's still there. Because he's too good of a safety not to just be let go like that, right? Especially when Jason McCourty went off to New England. And speaking of the McCourtys, man, those twins are getting older now. Julian Edelman's getting older. He's aging, right? Dante Hightower's older, man. The New England Patriot core is just getting old. Okay? So this is what happens when you got a Patriot team that's aging. It comes a time when when a championship team like that must step aside. Even Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls was time basically ending after '98. Michael Jordan fully called it quits. He couldn't play no more like that. Right? He was done with basketball after beating the Utah Jazz '98. Right? But then Rodman also left. Pippen was starting to age. Even though Pippen could still have some play left in him, it wasn't the same as he was when he was younger. Right? Even that Chicago Bulls team after split up. That's just what's going on now, man. Tom Brady, I told y'all, greed is what's going to get Tom Brady. Because I was Brady, I would have retired last year after you beat the Rams and won 6 Super Bowls. I would have retired in the sunset. To return this season and lose to a Titans team in the divisional round, that's bad. Not to forget to mention they had already lost to the Miami Dolphins. So that added salt. This game here added salt to the wound. Them losing to the Miami Dolphins and not getting that first seed, that first round bye, that was bad. That was big. That was bad. Right? The Patriots was already in trouble then. So that's just what it is, man. Mike Vrabel already knows everything about New England. All right, he's been under Belichick and Robert Kraft for 8 years, so he should know how to stop Brady. Right, that's Brady's ex-teammate. Mike Vrabel basically outcoached his mentor and his coach. Right, that's what that was about. Now we all know the Titans are not going to beat the Ravens. I got Ravens beating them, unless Tennessee is really that hungry. Because this any game is Sunday, man. Any team can win any time. That's as far as they're gonna go. But again, they knocked off the defending champ, so that's good for them. Now, going into next year, man, there's definitely going to be some free agents wanting to play for them now. That just means Tennessee can recruit because now they have a solid core. And Derrick Henry, to me, reminds me of Eddie George, right? Excuse me. For those who don't know who Eddie George is, go on YouTube and look at his highlights. Back in the early 2000s when Terrell Davis and Barry Sanders both retired and Emmitt Smith started phasing out, right? Ricky Waters was gone, right? All these players, all these other running backs started retiring from the older generation. Eddie George took over as the best running back in the AFC. I would even put him above Jerome Bettis. Even though Jerome Bettis was still amazing, don't wrong for his size. Jerome Bettis can move for a big man. He didn't have the moves that Eddie George had. Eddie George was a complete beast. Okay, that man helped the Titans not only get the Super Bowl, but they was a contending team back then, right? And Derrick Henry is amongst Eddie George and Chris Johnson is the best running backs that Tennessee ever had. Again, I'm not going to count Earl Campbell. Don't get me wrong, Earl Campbell was phenomenal. He's also a Hall of Famer, but I'm gonna leave that to the Houston Oilers. That's their history. Since the Titans moved to Tennessee in '98 and became what they are now, yeah, it's only been Eddie George, Chris Johnson, with CK. We call him CJ2K, and Derrick Henry is amongst that list of the running backs that Tennessee ever drafted that panned out well. Now, as for the Vikings, now I'm gonna say this now, man. This is like the second time that the Saints have lost to the Vikings, right? Well, quarterback of Chase Keenum and Kirk Cousins. With Chase Keenum, we all know is a subpar quarterback, right? This guy's not that good at all. Because when he went to the Broncos, that guy didn't do nothing. And then you have whatchamacallit, you have Kirk Cousins, right? Then when Kirk Cousins was in the playoffs last time, he got blown out by the Green Bay Packers. We all seen that when he was in the Redskins, he did nothing. Kirk Cousins is mediocre, and Chase Keenum is subpar. Remember, Chase Keenum took over because Sam Bradford was hurt, or else that would have been Bradford in that position. Okay? Give it up to Mike Zimmer. I told y'all before, Mike Zimmer is a good quarterback coach as far as developing guys, right? This guy did have Teddy Bridgewater go 11-5, and even though Chris Watson missed that field goal, they was about to knock off the Seattle Seahawks, right? Before Teddy Bridgewater got injured the season after and couldn't play for him no more. So again, man, that's just Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer's that good of a coach. And to me, man, the Saints, that's another thing, man. You Saints fans, y'all can't talk no more. I'm serious, man. Y'all got no excuses, right? Okay, you complained and cried over the Rams beating y'all, right? Even though y'all won the ball, y'all won that coin toss overtime last year, right? Y'all remember I had a video on that, right? Oh, no PR, but like when that happened, the game wasn't even over yet. Y'all won that coin toss, you know what I'm saying, in overtime for us. Drew Brees throws an interception, which caused the Rams to get the ball back and score. This year, you had no excuses. You were a way better team than this Viking team. I'm just being honest, man. Drew Brees, this should have been the year Drew Brees gets back to the NFC Championship and win, because I believe this team could beat the 49ers. The Saints could have beaten the 49ers if they play them, but that's not the case. Brees did throw another pick in this game, too, against the Vikings and gave them hope, right? There's no more excuses no more, right? Brees is finished. He's done. I told y'all that last year. I did say this. Now, I said this at the end of last year, right? Last year was Brees' last window of opportunity, right? Because 2 years ago, again, man, we all know about that Minnesota Miracle with Chase Keenum through that Hail Mary past the Diggs. That was on Lattimore and Williams, right? They missed those tackles, right? Lattimore got burnt, and then Williams missed that tackle right in open field. Again, you'll forget that happened, right? But Saints was supposed to get their revenge. Y'all can't keep blaming the refs for y'all faults. I'm telling you that now, man. The Saints are not as good as we thought they was. Let's just be honest, man. Sean Payton has just got outcoached. And Sean Payton, like Belichick, teams just have figured out how to stop him. Yeah, the reason why the Saints went on a rampage, it went on the streak they did because they played against teams that are weaker, right? They played against certain teams that couldn't beat them. My Cowboys had the game close. We just couldn't stop Bridgewater. Which, matter of fact, I would have had Bridgewater in there. You didn't need Breeze. The Saints need another quarterback in, man. Breeze is 40-some years old. He's done. Right? His time is up, man. Like Brady, he got to leave, man. And I told y'all that before, man. I told y'all that at the beginning of last year. Quarterbacks like Eli Manning, well, Eli's already gone now. He's already stepped aside. But Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, right? All these veteran quarterbacks got to leave. Their time is up. They're gone, right? These veteran quarterbacks, man, they've been playing for far too long. Their time is up. Even Brett Favre let it go at 40. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning, Eli's older brother, left at 38, right? Left at 38, 39. Dan Marino, Steve Young, Troy Aikman, right? All those guys have to retire when they got in their late 30s. John Elway, even though John Elway retired with 2 rings, he was 38. He's 37 years old, his damn self, right? John Elway, at a certain point in time, as a veteran, you got to know when to call it quits, man. That's just what happens. The Vikings basically know everything about Drew Brees. Drew Brees can't escape the pocket. That's his problem, right? Even though the game went into overtime, the Vikings still had the upper hand because Brees is he's just up in age. Now, forget to mention, man, the Saints, I'm sorry, man. There's something wrong with that team, especially that defense. These guys cannot stop nobody when it counts. Let's just call it for what it is, man. The Vikings should have not advanced further because Dalvin Cook is not 100% at all. I'm telling you that now. Dalvin Cook normally averages more than 90 yards a game. That guy is something like Derrick Henry. He was like the best rusher at one point in time. So that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, dude. Like no, man. Dalvin Cook is one of the best rushers in the league. I give him that. But he's not that healthy. He hasn't been 100% as of recently. No, the Saints are supposed to beat them, man. This is supposed to be their year to get to the Super Bowl. And remember, I told you in my playoff prediction, I had them and the Niners going. But the Vikings team, we might have to take them seriously now. Because this is not the second time where they've knocked off the New Orleans Saints, who are the better NFC team. Right? Now, the Vikings are got to go into San Francisco. San Francisco, I think, can beat them. I'm not going to count them out, but San Francisco it's going to be hard to beat San Francisco and Santa Cruz. I'm just going to tell you that now, man. San Francisco is not going to make the same mistakes New Orleans did. I'm going to tell you that now. And you got Kirk Cousins, who's a lot younger than Drew Brees, right? Kyle Shanahan is younger than Peyton. And maybe that's what it is, too, man. Peyton's system just not going to work no more. John Payton's defense can't stop these teams from scoring on them, right? Maybe that's the problem, man. Peyton needs a brand new playbook, right? But for the Vikings, man, again, man, they're solid. I told y'all the problem with the Vikings, they need a quarterback who knows how to win, right? They need an Aaron Rodgers type quarterback down there, right? They need somebody who knows how to. They need an Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson. It's ironic that both of those guys are facing each other for like the second time in their history, right? Seattle and Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers versus Russell Wilson. That's gonna be interesting too. And I'm gonna do the second round predict. I've already did my playoff prediction. This is just an update, right? All I'm doing is updating on it. But yeah, my Patriots, I lost that prediction. I'm gonna give it that. I lost there, and I lost to the Saints. So I've already taken 2 losses out of this prediction. But I'm admit when I lost. It's just, like I said, Tennessee and Minnesota just that time, dude. They surprised you. Minnesota's a solid. I'll tell you, man. Minnesota already had a solid core. I told you, their main problem was finding the right quarterback for him. I believed in Bridgewater, but they let him go. But Tennessee, man, Tennessee is coming up. I'll be honest, man. I told you about that, man. I feel Tennessee kind of got lucky with the Pittsburgh losing the way they did. They didn't knock off the Ravens in the last week of the season. And then Andrew Luck retiring kind of opened the door for them. But they played very well, man. I got to give Derrick Henry them the credit. Mike Vrabel has done a good job with that roster. Right? But I think this is as far as these two teams go. I don't see neither one of them beating KC or Baltimore. Definitely not KC, man. KC is hungry right now. I told you that. And again, man, Mahomes is going to be an issue for Tennessee because Mahomes, unlike Brady, Mahomes can actually move. Believe it or not, Mahomes can do everything Lamar Jackson could pretty much do. Mahomes could take the ball and run if he has to. Right? If Mahomes can't get nobody open, he's going to get out of there. And he got wheels. Yeah, he got hurt, but that guy is still can still play, man. Mahomes was trying to prove that the Madden curse don't affect him like it did everybody else. And which, by the way, man, shouts out to the guy who did the Madden curse video. The only reason why Brady and Gronkowski got a pass for that Madden curse because they were Patriots, right? The Patriots wins championships. But everybody else suffered a very bad fate. But Mahomes might be that guy that basically break the curse in Madden, right? So just pay very close attention to him. But anyways, man, that's the video, man. But yeah, for the Vikings and Tennessee, if you're a fan of either one of those two teams, you got to be happy right now. If you don't do nothing else, you can at least say that was your accomplishment. The Minnesota Vikings knocked off the Saints twice. The Saints cannot beat them. And the Tennessee Titans knocked out the defending champs, right? You knocked out the New England Patriots. So that's just it. But yeah, man, Brady and Breeze, they got to go. I'm sorry, man. Their time is up already. You need to retire now. It's 2020, man. What are they still doing at 42 and 40? Okay, man. This is sad. I think Breeze is gonna be like 41 next year, and Brady is gonna be reaching 43 this summer. Y'all got to let it go, man. Okay, because even look at Big Man right now. How many injuries is Big Man gonna suffer before he gets it, man? That man that has his arm broken off, dude. Like, come on, man. I don't want to see again. Big Man got to retire, man. It's time for a lot of these teams to go younger, man. Matter of fact, New England would have been better off keeping Jimmy Garoppolo. Brady could have retired. They could have kept Jimmy Garoppolo and been all right, man. Jimmy Garoppolo wouldn't even need to go to San Francisco. I don't know why you would trade him for Brian Hoyer, man. Because think about it, man. This is the other problem with New England too. Once Brady is gone, the Patriots are not going to have the same success. I'm going to tell you that now. The Patriots might as well start over now, start off from scratch, you know what I'm saying, and just rebuild a brand new team. Because the team they have now, going into the next season, going into 2021, they're not gonna be able to compete for those Super Bowls. They're not gonna be winning those Lombardi trophies anytime soon. You got to get younger. Now for the as for the Saints, all they need is another quarterback because they already got a solid core. Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, right? Alvin Williams, Marcus Lattimore, and those guys are good. You know what I'm saying? They still got some nice young studs. They also got a utility guy. I think it's Hill, right? The other number 7. The quarterback who plays receiver in QB, right? They got a solid core. They just need a younger quarterback. If I'm the Saints, I'm retiring Drew Brees, and I'm going to basically make Bridgewater my starter and draft me another quarterback to compete with Bridgewater for that spot, right? That's what I would do. If I'm Sean Payton, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm not keeping Brees around too much longer. You're not going to survive no more. Because too many teams, because Brees can't escape out the pocket, right? He's fragile, and like I said, he's an injury away from his whole career ending completely, right? If I'm Brees, it's time to let it go, man. You're not gonna win. You're not reaching no more championships with him there. And I told y'all Saints fans that last year, right? So to NOS, that young man, what do you have to say for yourself now? I want what excuse y'all have, man, because you Saints fans, man, y'all get on my nerves, man. I'm serious. Y'all really can't complain this time, man. Like this Rams, y'all defeated the Rams, right? The Rams were a way better team than this Viking team. This is a Viking team that didn't make the playoffs last year. Okay, y'all got no excuses. Y'all lost to Kirk Cousins in overtime, right? That's your fault. Okay, y'all need to stop trying to blame these refs. They said their referee's fault. Y'all can't win games, man. The Saints can't stop them. The Vikings should never even scored that much points. The Vikings should never even had that. The Saints should even kept the game that close. And that's what I'm talking about. You in your house, man. You in the Superdome, right? Why are you letting a team like somebody like Kirk Cousins linger around like that? I don't get it, man. I don't. That's your fault. Man, folks, man, that's the video, man. Y'all stay tuned. I'll see you soon. And oh yeah, and by the way, I got a video for you Cowboys fans because Mike McCarthy is officially going to be the head coach, right? I think on my next video I'm gonna do one on Garrett and Mike McCarthy because it's ironic that Mike McCarthy has beaten Garrett all the time, and now he's going to take over the Cowboy team that Garrett had. But I'm gonna basically do a video on that probably next because I'm as a Cowboy fan, I'm very happy and I'm very pleased at the move that Jerry Jones has made. Anyways, folks, man, that's the video, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.